And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Hello Pivot. This is the day we have been waiting for the last 2 weeks. Let me tell you, you are about to have a blast. Today, we're about to go on a field trip. I hope you all got your permission slip signs, and we're about to take a field trip in the metaverse that you guys are going to be able to see a different view, because we always share with you guys always that we can talk about this metaverse until we're blue in the face. But until you actually experience it and you're actually able to see it, then it's going to bring a different perspective. And this is what the Hello LLC is all about. If you don't know, Hello stands for helping entrepreneurs leverage leading edge optimizations, and more importantly, helping everyone live life optimally at the end of the day. And we want more for you than from you. And it's really about providing a done for you system where we can show you, we can teach you, or we can do it for you. But more importantly, we want you to do something more than nothing. And that is exactly why we're going to showcase and share with you guys, not feelings, but facts, and share with you all how really we are pivoting and we are transitioning faster than you can possibly imagine. And as you have heard from several of our actual customers and clients, that we are ahead of the curve. And what we do is we take people from 2D to 3D and get rid of the old crusty dusty and integrate. So when you walk into the room, you walk into the room like the $1 million person and the entrepreneur you want to be. And now your systems and your foundation, and now being able to showcase this metaverse from your cell phone, from your laptop, from your VR headset, and your actual iPad if you got one of those things. And I got my other amazing half. You guys aren't getting a hat. You're getting the real deal, Holyfield, beautiful young Tara. And so with that being said, love, we've been on this journey for a long time. What is your thought process when we do have this amazing, tour that I know we've been preparing for the last 2 to 3 weeks, and we're so glad it's here?
Well, first of all, hello, beautiful people. It's so good to be here with you guys. I'm happy to be here and having a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. And so wherever you are in the world, I hope it is a beautiful day there, whether it rain or shine, because guess what? You're alive and you're here. And as David mentioned, yes, I undid the hair today. I took it out of my little bonnet. And I do have hair. I just finally did it today. So just for y'all.
I wish I had hair.
You do, boo. You do. You just don't let it grow. So we're not here to talk about hair. We are here to talk about Metaverse, and we are so excited to bring this to you guys today because, look, the number one question we get, no matter how many times we say it, is that, oh my gosh, you can get on the Metaverse from your phone or your laptop or your computer or your iPad or your tablet? And we say, yes. Just the same way that you're watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Twitter, aka X, any of those, YouTube, any of them, you can watch us from the same little handheld device that you do 99% of your day with. And so that is the whole point of why we're having this room today, is because we thought, hey, let's bring this experience actually to our audience instead of asking our audience to come see it where we are, right? We get it. It's only an application. It's only a push of a few buttons, just like Clubhouse is, just like Facebook is. But sometimes it's just not a high priority. We're not used to it. So we're just not ready to go there. And so today we decided, why not? Let's bring the metaverse to you guys. And so we're going to show a video here towards the end of our show here. That is of 5 different metaverse worlds. We went in and took a recording to show you the difference. And the biggest thing that we want to share with you guys today is, if you've listened to us in the past, we've done a disservice to our community, and we want to own that. We want to be honest about that. But the disservice was when we would share with you guys, how your kids are playing Fortnite, how your kids are playing Roblox, how your kids are out here asking for money just so they can go get digital assets. Well, in the reality, what is so is that we were telling people, well, that's Metaverse. And then what happens was we got out there to start, building our portion of the Hello LLC Plaza in that so we could push people over to our main plaza, which is what you see on the screen right now. And we realized, oh, wow, this is a completely different experience. We are sharing with people, hey, have you seen the new car? And in reality, we're giving them the example of a Fisher Price model toy car that you would get your kid, and not really an actual car that we were speaking about. Or could be a set of golf clubs and, or even the lawnmower, the Fisher Price lawnmowers, and you show up and your little nephew has one of those, but you have the big one with the blade. That is what is so. We have been doing a disservice by sharing that is Metaverse. It is Metaverse, but it is a very different version. And I can understand if people looked at that and said, oh, that's not attractive or cute at all. Because when you see this video and when we show it to you, you're going to see some of these worlds be extremely blocky and kind of look like they're from the 80s. And you're like, I thought we were way ahead of that. And then you're going to see some of the worlds like the one that we're in right now that you can see is completely different. It's not blocky. It's really just realistic. And so that's what we're jumping in today. And we just really wanted to come and, restore our integrity and say, we're sorry for the disservice of leading you down the stray of take a look at what your kids are playing, because that really does not paint a professional picture for your business or your brand inside of Metaverse.
Yeah, love, you're so spot on. And even before we go into talking about the facts and bringing this to your realization, it's also about getting your mindset right. And we ask this question to people all the time, what would you tell your younger self? We would probably all tell ourselves, not to be afraid. Don't be afraid to fail. Be yourself, follow your dreams, enjoy the journey and really be grateful for what you have. And a lot of the times we forget that we are a kid like no other. And this metaverse allows us to be that kid that we all are deep down inside. But because of society, because of life, because of our own self-sabotage, we distance ourselves from that younger inner child. And yet that is what allows us to live to our fullest. And we've been sharing and shouting and screaming and yelling and, sometimes beating up people, not literally, but, encouraging them to press 4 buttons for them to be able to experience what we experience. Because look, we share this because us too was hard-headed. We were in a social audio room and we had somebody come to us, Chocolate Storm, I'll never forget it. She said, hey, you guys need to get your business into the metaverse. And we too put our nose up. I don't know what you're talking about. Metaverse. What's that? What's this? That's Mark Zuckerberg, all this other stuff, and had no clue what we were talking about. We were just going off of, oh, we don't know about that. And when people don't know about things, they shied away. And that's exactly what we did for 4 months. I mean, she came in our room on a weekly basis and said, hey, have you guys got your Oculuses? And this was at that time. Hey, have you guys got your Oculuses, right, at $500 a pop, and join me in this metaverse? And we're like, what? No. And literally, after what's that?
Why did we do that? Why did we not move as fast as we would now move?
Because we were comfortable. We were comfortable with our business and where it was at and how we were doing things. And we weren't looking to be able to innovate and to scale and to see how we could really stop being the janitor of our business instead of the president of our business, and allowing technology to work for us at its finest and for us to take a step back. And so we get it, which is why we share as many facts as possible. Because if somebody had came to me and said, hey, you can increase your brand recognition by 40%, I would be like, ooh, please tell me more right now. I need 40. I'll take 20% at that point, right? And so this is where we shout and we encourage you guys to do it, because what happened was that we hope you all will experience is that we got the Oculuses, but you don't need to get your Oculuses. You can join from your phone, your cell phone, your laptop, your iPad, or your VR headsets if you have them, right? But when we jumped in, Tara jumped in first and she set it all up and was had the Oculus on, and she's like, holy shit. She said, oh my God, this is amazing. And before I could get them on to try them, Tara had already ordered her Oculus headsets and said, baby, ain't gonna be no sharing with these because it ain't gonna happen. And we both jumped head first in, and literally yes, I jumped in and played the games and went to the comedy shows, and my stomach was hurting for 2 days after laughing. Tara remembers that. I was laughing my butt off while she was working on something. I was just in there laughing my ass off. And Tara got in there with me, and we were just having so much fun, and we went in there for games until we then got introduced to another world where we saw the business aspect of it. And the Oculuses just didn't become a toy like most people. They get it as a toy, they play the games, and then it goes on the shelf. This was literally our business, that we built our business in the metaverse, and we were asking people to come join us until we were able to develop and learn new things. And now people can join us wherever from any device. And so, that's my first experience when we talked about the metaverse. Baby, what do you remember?
Well, I remember, Chocolate Storm jumping in and sharing with us. And first of all, you guys, Chocolate Storm is an old school OG off of Clubhouse. That's where we met her. And, she is a baby boomer. And, I was just, to be very frank, it was to me very intriguing that a baby boomer was like, you need to get into metaverse. And so that's why at first I was like, oh, it's probably just for play. And I knew that metaverse was a real live active thing because I know that it really, really took off in 2020 when we were all home due to the pandemic. And I knew that, there was real life people in this thing called the metaverse, but I didn't realize the advantages for businesses. And because we run a business, I was like, well, it's not really, look, I love to play games, but I don't need another distraction. I don't need another, scroll hole for Tara to get stuck in, because I can get stuck in a scroll hole, guys.
And we got TikTok for that.
And that part, TikTok. And so there was a little bit of, it wasn't so much dismissal, but it was like, where is the benefit for me? And that's the biggest thing that I think that we now deal with in having a conversation with people is, where is the benefit for them now? Like, they understand the concept, and they understand that this might be the future, but it's not the reality right now. Like today, I'm still driving to a job, or I'm still driving to an office, or I'm still working from home on a laptop and Zoom. It's not pressing. And so for me in the beginning, after we decided, okay, let's get in there, the aha moment happened. The light bulb went off. And after, David went in and did his discovery and I was able to jump in, we got to sit down and really talk about it, like what we saw. And that's when we realized, oh, wow, there's a lot of opportunity in front of us to be able to bring an experience to our clients in the world in a different way, not through a gaming aspect, not through that, but more about building a community, offering services and products. And in some worlds, being able to actually host a storefront like we have in our Hello Plaza, and in other worlds, because we are in multiple worlds, being able to have a place where people can come and check us out, whether we are there or not. It was that moment when I realized, wow, okay, so if there's people in here, like, just you and I, going about their day, playing some games, hanging out with their friends, Who says people won't come in here to do some shopping or find us as a resource like Google or YouTube or TikTok to find solutions? And that's when the aha moment went off, when I was like, this can be another place that we provide our services and solutions and our value to be able to help business owners get their foundation set and be able to make that pivot into Web3. So for me, it was the aha moment that I had to see the ultimate, long game, and this is the other thing, guys. When we take other business owners in and we show them, we see them have the same aha moment going, oh, now I get it. And that's all we can ask for, is for you to keep an open mind, an open mouth, an open heart, and an open hand. The four most expensive things that you own is will be a closed mindset. So that's why we say leave it open. A closed mouth, meaning keep it open, ask for help, ask questions. A closed heart, meaning that you are cut off, kind of like that closed mind. You're not open or interested in what the opportunities or experience could be. And then that closed hand, which means that you're not leaving it open to reach for help, accept help, or help somebody else in the position that you're in. So it's the aha moment for me.
Yeah. And furthermore, something that you shared was the instant gratitude. A lot of times people want that instant gratitude. Well, what is the metaverse going to do for me right now? And we are not understanding that what it does is it sets you apart. I just had a conversation with a young lady, and she said, well, how's this going to make me different? Well, it's going to make you different because you're going to be able to share with people other than a crusty, dusty, business card, or just showing them this old, outdated, static website or this link thing. You then literally get to say, hey, my business is in the actual metaverse. And you're going to say, no, it's not. You have to get these. You literally can go on your phone and be able to go into my metaverse store where you can purchase my services. You can look at my membership. You can be able to get my free gift and buy my book. I can be able to showcase this in a completely different way. And this Hello Plaza storefront that we've created is now your new website, your crusty, dusty website, even our Biz in a Box. That's just an access to get you to our metaverse world and showcase everything else. And that's why we tell people we're going to be able to do this for you more than anything, because like Casey talked about, a lot of people worry about where the screw goes, where that goes, where this goes, and like, oh, I'm too old. This isn't for me. This is for the youngsters. And we just shared with you guys that we had a baby boomer, 60 plus, come and tell us about this metaverse world that we wouldn't have had no clue. She doesn't know how much she shifted our lives completely to where we're able to have our business online. We're able to be everywhere without us there. And now we're utilizing this AI, this technology and metaverse that we continue to share with people. There's going to be two types of businesses, one that's no longer here and one that utilizes AI and metaverse. And a lot of people are stagnant and not utilizing their time. Like this morning, love, I was in a social audio room, and these guys were just talking about the NBA. They were talking about the finals. I mean, and they were getting passionate about, somebody else that they're watching. And I'm like, I guarantee you, if I brung up the metaverse, AI, anything that would benefit them and their business, they wouldn't be nowhere near this passionate as they are about somebody else. And that's why we share with people we have to utilize our time more effectively. And our only competition is time. And so we want everybody to win. And that's what we share with people, that this metaverse gives people the access to get out of that old mentality. You do you, I'ma do me. Let's see who gets to the top, right? And we continue to share with people. We even got like our head bitten off of this, and people thought the wrong thing about this when we shared with them, hey, there's enough abundance out here for us all. There's no need for somebody to be number one, right?
No.
There's enough out here for us all. Not only that, be number one and be your own number one, not copy and duplicate and take from other people, but really create your own and do your own. And that's why we share with people your story is your glory, and you can be able to showcase that to the world and build your own tribe and build your own community. And that's what we encourage everybody to do. And so, before we go into this actual, metaverse tour, love, I would love to be able to give my entrepreneurs some thought processes behind this and some facts while they look
Yeah.
at this, and hopefully they don't put their nose up, right? And wait and delay like we did. Especially the delay with us was that's a $1,200.
Yeah.
That's $1,200 for two of us, and we don't know. And now it's free, and people still won't. And so this is where we share it. And once again, just act like we never even had this conversation the first 20 minutes. Act like I just came on and I said, hey, what if you could increase your sales from 20 to 30%? Would you say yes? What if you could have your training and efficiency improved by 75%? What would you do? What about your remote collaboration? What if I could boost that by 30%? Not only that, what if I told you there was an industry that was going to be worth $1.5 trillion by 2030? Would you be interested? Not only that, what if I could show you a way to increase your customer loyalty by 60% and get repeat visits? Not only that, what if I could share something with you that you're normally getting an average of 7 to 8 seconds, maybe at max 30 seconds of your social media, that you now can get 9 minutes on average? Would you be interested in that? Because your social media now is kind of like your email campaign, and there's people out here trying to showcase you and sell you on email marketing when we're all now getting emails and we're all not opening them, right? What if I could show you a way to get 50% reduction in product development? Would you pay attention? What if I was to tell you that time to market of developing your products, you could get that developed in 30% faster? Would you say yeah? And not only that, employee engagement. Everybody's getting tired of these old, crusty, dusty Zooms, and keeping people's attention for long ain't happening too long. What if you can increase that by 50%? Would you say yes? Would you press 4 buttons and go check it out for yourself? How, love? Would you?
I would, because at the end of the day, I know how much value that is.
Yeah. And
You know,
so
other
often, and so
no,
often
I was just going to say, and we don't realize what that value is. My apologies.
it's okay. And this is what we hear a lot of the times, the talk, the chatter. Oh, I want to set myself apart. I want to be different. Or people will ask you, as I got earlier, how can this make me different? And you show them something different so they can be different, and they won't do it because of that fear, because of that unknowing. And not only that, when they are able to do their own research and be able to see that companies like BMW, Nike, Gucci, Tommy Hilfiger, Samsung, right, that you'll hear here in a little bit, if you got a bigger R&D research team than they do, we want in. Hello LLC wants in right now if we can be a part of that actual, network. And so this is where we share with you guys all to really be able to understand that the metaverse is going to be able to increase your engagement. It's going to be able to increase your production. You're not only that, you're going to have a global reach. There's no more meeting me in this city, come in here, come in there. It's a global reach. And just like we share with people, well, why would I use the metaverse? I don't think I'm going to use it. Do you use Zoom? Yes, you do. Hello, you need to be utilizing metaverse. And so this is where, we share with people that you have to get outside of these old traditional ways and understand we've been utilizing this old school technology, this social media, for the last 20 plus years. It's time to pivot. It's time to transition and do something different if you want different and people won't do different. Right? As I share with people all the time, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody's ready to die. And we're not saying that we're going to take everything away from your business and restart it all over. You're just adding a different social media platform to your business and seeing how that works and seeing what it does. And by these numbers, not David and Tara coming up with these statistics. This is Deloitte. This is JP Morgan. This is Bloomberg. This is, Microsoft. This is PCW facts that we're just regurgitating to you of what they're saying that the market is, and they're already there. So, Love, what else you got to add on that before we get this video going?
Well, I want people to understand that we do resonate with them on understanding what's in it for me now, because we've been there. What we are asking of you is to think of the bigger picture. Stop thinking about where you're at today or where you're going to be at next week or in a month, and start thinking about where you want to be at in a year or 2 years, and understand that you're building the foundation every day for your future. And when you start incorporating experiences like this is when you're able to understand that you are now going to have the competitive advantage. We talk about how there's not competition, but we have to understand people still resonate with different brands. For instance, how many of you shop at Walmart? How many of you shop at Target? How many of you shop at H-E-B? How many of you shop at the Piggly Wiggly or Kroger's or Fred Meyer's? Those are all different experiences. How many of you go into the mall and you look at a Charlotte Ruth's or a Forever 21, and it used to just be super chaotic with clothes everywhere, and you're like, no. But you would go over to Macy's or Dillard's where they would have things organized and in kind of an understanding of how you could be able to, see yourself there, see yourself in that outfit, or see yourself with those shoes or whatever it was you're buying. It's the different experiences that you're experiencing. And what happens is that we know by facts that over 80% of consumers, you and I are also consumers, they want experience and personalized experience, not just, hey, it's me, and this is what I'm doing, and it's like everybody else. The only thing that's going to set you apart then is who you are and how you respond and treat that person. Now, if you have other things in your arsenal outside of just treating your clients with integrity and having a really cool experience like Metaverse, or having a really cool experience that is Web3 based with AI integrated in Metaverse and having your fintech and all tied in, it comes down to, oh, wow. How many of you have, met somebody, a first impression, and when you walked away, you're like, I really like that person. Whether, it was professional, personal, whatever, you're like, wow, I'm blown away. And then there's other people that you walk away going, I'm okay if I never see them again. You want to be the one that when people walk away go, wow, what is Hello LLC up to? Like, they're dynamic and intriguing and experience. And oh my God, they bring so much value, and in a way that we can understand how it's going to help us. So our point of this is that understand the long-term experience gain, value that you're going to not only add to your business, but you will also add to others. And I'll just say this before we get this tour rocking and rolling, is that it is coming down now. We are shifting out of a time where we were enamored with lifestyle and oohs and ahs and what you can show me. And now we're realizing, how is it that you're making me feel? How is it that I feel when I walk away from you? Do I feel like you gave me value? Do I feel like you gave me an experience? Do I feel like it was personalized for me, or was it run of the mill? How are you making people feel in your business? And a part of that is the experiences that you bring through a 3D experience like this in Metaverse. And in addition to all of that is, don't get caught in technical debt, because as you do not make the pivots, you will get caught, and that technology will continue to progress, and you will then stop and go, wow. It's kind of like, I have an iPhone 4 and now we're up to iPhone 15. You lift up your head and you're like, wow, I need to get a new phone because mine doesn't do any of this stuff. That's what's going to happen. And at that point, it might be too late. So this is why we stand on our mountain and share to the masses that you have to take this serious. You have to see what the opportunity is in a long-term scope instead of just now.
Yeah. And what blew me away is, especially when people see this, I love BMW. I've ever since my Ford that I crashed going 70, I almost lost my eye in. I've had a BMW ever since our QX80, right? That we had our Infinity, and everything BMW did, I was all on it. And I know a lot of people might feel the same way. And this is where we'll share with people once again, BMW is implementing and already using Metaverse. It's not, ooh, we're thinking about it, or ooh, there's this case study that they're already doing it. No, they're there. And this is where we share with people, you should be there as well, especially with the average age of the world being 30 years old. And people have to understand, at the end of the day, what this Metaverse allows us to do is create a better educational system. Forget business, forget all this economy stuff, but now we get to have our kids go into a 3D immersive environment where they don't have to worry about their safety. They can literally be at home and doing the same things. I don't know how many parents go like that, but it changes the system. Not only that, economic power. We now are giving power to anybody and everybody to create, especially in these worlds where you'll see e-commerce, where these kids are going to be having their full-fledged business in Metaverse and be like, college, what? No, why?
No.
And then being able to build a community that really,
especially when you're bringing in 6 figures when they're in 8th grade, and you're going to be like, okay.
Yeah, I'm making more than my college professor. Why would I go listen to somebody talk to me about some crusty, dusty, old, outdated strategies that's in a book, and they don't even much know how to spell Metaverse, and I'm making more money than this traditional brick and mortar or whatever else they're going to sell to showcase to me. And I say that because even the other day, I was having a conversation with my dad, and I was like, hey, remember when you told me that those games weren't going to pay out and I wasn't going to be nothing if I kept playing those games? Well, joke's on you, partner, because we're making a lot of money and we're helping a lot of people doing the same exact thing where we're gamifying people's businesses. Just like right now, people have to understand that we're able to tell people to come into our Hello Plaza and earn tokens, earn our Hello tokens. We gamified our business to where people can come in, earn tokens, they can exchange that out for our services and products and be able to have fun at the same time. I guarantee you what we have as a medium-sized company, most big entrepreneurs or big Fortune 500 companies don't have and are looking for. And so this is where we bring it to the table. So, at the end of the day, I encourage you guys all to really be able to tap in and come and join us in the Metaverse once again, from your cell phone, your laptop, your iPad, or your VR headsets, right? If you got some of these bad boys, put them on and come and join us, and you'll be able to experience something in a different way, as we always say.
But everybody's to have.
Yeah, and look, this is the crazy thing. Tomorrow's Friday. We're all looking for this different experience to go on the weekend. It's summertime. Go to the lake, go to the pool, go to the beach, go do all this. We're looking for different experiences. And yet Here it is, a different experience that you can create and you can go to from your phone, and you won't do it, especially
Yeah.
for your business. That's the crazier thing that blows my mind, and which why Tara said earlier, baby, you got to understand, man. Sometimes people just haven't got there. People have to get there on their own time, just like we had to get there on our own time. Because if you had start talking about vibration, energy, frequency, meditation, this, that, and the other 7 years ago, I would have said that boy crazy and walked away. And I get
Yeah.
it. And I share that with you guys because look, it's here. Now, with frequency and energy and vibration, are facts, right? There are facts to back that up. But now that we're talking about business, and we talk to business owners, and they always bring up these statistics and facts and this, that, and the other, and I bring them to them, and it's like, oh, but I'm not sure. We got to get rid of those things. So, with that being said, love, what you got? What is it you got if we want to get into this party?
Well, I'm ready to take a tour,
Let's do
so
it.
we can show these people what this metaverse looks like. Again, if you want to see the visual, because this is a visual portion of it, jump into our metaverse, our own Hello Plaza metaverse at thehellollc.io. Just go out to your internet browser, type in the Hello LLC, all one word, .io, and then click the VR button, launch right in there to the metaverse, into our Hello Plaza, and you can watch this live. So we'll get this party started here. Let me share this screen. And at the end of the day, guys, it's going to just simply be the fact that open minds, that's the biggest thing, is having an open mind. And so here we go. Do. Give me 1 second. Make sure I'm on
And you can
large
take us off,
screen.
love, and have the full screen just on that and take us off.
Perfect. I'll just do that real quick here. There we go.
So we want to. So we want to introduce you to Fortnite Metaverse Madness Battle Royale, your way to the future. Made by Epic Games, Fortnite is accessible by your PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, or mobile. Forget the plastic golf sets. Fortnite is the metaverse playground where millions of players drop in daily for action-packed adventures. It's not just about battling anymore, it's a consistent, evolving virtual world with something for everyone. Fortnite, by the numbers, 500 million registered players as of 2024. The estimated value for Fortnite is generated billions in revenue and estimated to be worth 10 billions of dollars. Here's what makes Fortnite Metaverse special. Epic crossover Fortnite regular feature mind-blowing collaborations with movies, TV shows, celebrities, and even other games. Imagine battling alongside characters or chilling with Baby Yoda backpack. Creative freedom. Unleash your inner architect and Fortnite creativity. Build anything you can dream of, from parks, racetracks, concerts, and movie remakes. The possibilities are endless. Live events and experiences. Fortnite is a master of live events. Witness concerts from top musicians from Travis Scott, Ariana Grande, participating in interactive movie premieres. Even watch the fate of the Fortune world unfold in epic game spectacles. Social Hub Fortnite isn't just about combat. It's a hangout too. Chill with friends in the party royale, explore pre-built experiences, or goof around in other worlds together. Beyond Battle Royale, Lego Mania. Education experiences, step into the immersive learning experiences like National Geographic's Battle Royale, music and entertainment, catch virtual concerts, movies, premieres, and interactive talks from celebrities. Fortnite Metaverse is where gaming meets the future. Some of the businesses in Fortnite is Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Star Wars, Disney, Avengers, and Tron, Warner Brothers, properties like Matrix and The Dune, National Geographic, Battle Royale with science educational experience. Some of the retail businesses is Nike, H&M, Samsung, NFL team jerseys and emojis, Red Bull, and Lamborghini. So this, my friends, is just the beginning of this metaverse tour. Are you ready to continue? Let's go. This is Decentraland. You can own, build, and explore your own metaverse. You can access through your PC and mobile web browser. Decentraland is a pioneer in metaverse. It was launched in 2017 and it boasts its vibrant community. Decentraland has a steady growth of active users attending events and exploring virtual worlds. The platform has generated a significant value, estimated total market value of all land and parcels over $1 billion as of May 2024. The key features in Decentraland is land ownership. Virtual worlds is divided into parcels of land where users can buy, own as NFTs. This gives complete control to develop and monetize your virtual space. There's also a DAO governance, where Decentraland is governed by the organization where the community members vote parcels that shape the future of the platform. There's endless creation, building anything you can on your land, from games, experiences, art galleries, social spaces, and even virtual businesses. Some of the real world examples was Sotheby's Auction House, where they hosted their first ever auction in the digital world in 2021, pulling in millions of virtual masterpieces. Metaverse Fashion Week showcased digital fashion collections from major brands from Dolce & Gabbana and Tommy Hilfiger in 2022. Concerts and events by musicians like Dead Mule 5 and Grimes, with virtual concerts within Decentraland attracting thousands of attendees. Other major brands like Tommy Hilfiger, Estee Lauder, The Walking Dead, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank of Hong Kong, Dapper Labs, and Atari. Others are Metaverse, Samsung, and Sandbox even has their own world in Decentraland. Decentraland is a leader in offering endless possibilities for creativity, interaction, business ventures, and discovering. Empower your brand and thrive in a virtual world in Decentraland. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so now we're going to be introducing you to Horizon Worlds by Mark Zuckerberg. This is his vision of Metaverse, and it's only available through your Oculus headsets. And this started in 2021. Horizon Worlds isn't just about battling aliens. It's a social VR experience designed to connect people and push the boundaries of virtual interactions. What makes Horizon Worlds so unique? It is social at its core. Horizon Worlds prioritizes social interaction, meet up with friends in virtual spaces, explore user-created worlds together, and attend community events. Build and create, while not just as robust as Fortnite, Horizon Worlds allows you to build custom spaces, pre-made blocks, and objects, catch live events, performances, social gathering hosted by creators and brands with Horizon Worlds. You can have fitness and workouts, virtual gyms, gamified exercises. Horizon Worlds offers unique ways to stay active in VR. And Horizon by the numbers, while it's not as attractive as some of the other current metaverse worlds, it still has a nice base smaller than Fortnite. So who is using Horizon Worlds? Fitness enthusiasts, as we talked about earlier, but companies like Peloton and Supernatural are creating VR fitness experiences within Horizon Worlds. Social groups, from online communities to friend groups to groups that are connecting to hang out virtually, are definitely in Horizon. Early adapters, creators, developers, and tech enthusiasts are actively exploring possibilities and building experience within Horizon Worlds, maybe even the Hello LLC. And we all know, due to Horizon, old Marky Poo, the functions of trying to find out companies that are dealing with Horizons is a little hard because it's a user generator content. Unlike Fortnite and some of the other actual pre built brands out there, Horizon focuses on user generated content. Users, such as individuals and groups, can create worlds and experiences, but not necessarily companies at this particular part. So, Horizons is still an open data metaverse, which focuses on building tools and fostering a creator community. Companies might be involved in creating experiences in a limited way, but not confirmed or denied, and they are focusing on social interactions. The core Horizon Worlds is social interaction, so brands can integrate might be less prominent that compared to games like Fortnite. However, there are ways companies might be involved in Horizon Worlds. So come and learn more about the Horizon Worlds only through your Oculuses, though. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Sandbox, a world you can unleash your creativity and business potential in a thriving metaverse. It's accessible on laptop and phone. You can unleash your creativity and business potential in Sandbox in a booming virtual world with over 4.5 million registered users as of 2022. Since 2012, its launch, Sandbox has fostered a thriving community at the forefront of metaverse revolution. Play and experience, dive into a world shaped for players, and explore tons of user-made games and experience or craft your own adventure, where you literally can come in here and own and monetize creations and sell them as NFTs, non-fundable tokens, and earn cryptocurrencies. Sandbox is a thriving play-earn economy. Real world examples would be Adidas and Gucci showcasing fashion collections and engaging with customers through virtual stores and experiences in Sandbox. Entertainment such as Snoop Dogg plans to develop a virtual mansion, potentially offering exclusive content or experiences. Gaming such as Atari has partnered with Sandbox to create a classic themed gaming district, leveraging an existing gaming audience. Major brands such as Adidas, Gucci, Samsung, HSBC, the bank, The Walking Dead, Standard Chartered Bank, Hong Kong Bank, Price Waterhouse. These are all companies that are currently in Metaverse. And so you can see this 3D immersive world where you can walk around, play games, engage in a completely different way. And so this, my friends, is Sandbox. And as you can see, it is spread with so many different businesses that you have to have access from you buying their NFT or having access to that private community. All right, so we saved the best for last, and this is where Hello Plaza is located in Spatial. Spatial is transforming 3D collaboration and was founded in 2016. And you can join Spatial through your cell phone, your laptop, your iPad, and your VR headset. And Spatial isn't just a game, but a collaborative 3D platform designed for professionals to work together virtually. Here's what makes Spatial so unique. It has 3D workspaces. Imagine a 3D meeting room where you can present, design, brainstorm ideas, collaborate with colleagues, utilizing a 3D model and spatial audio. Seamless integration with existing designs and project managing tools for smooth workflow. Enterprise focus. Spatial caters towards businesses, offering features like security, user management, team collaboration tools, So, once again, Spatial does not have nowhere near as many users as Fortnite due to the focus on professional applications. But it is seeing rapid growth because of the collaborating tools and its rise of the players in this space. Undisclosed value of Spatial because it's a private company and so its financial information is not publicly available. However, significant funding from investors suggests promising future of Spatial. Spatial allows architects, designers to collaborate on 3D models in virtual environments. Also, manufacturing and engineering companies get to use for product design, reviews, and virtual prototyping. Marketing and sales create immersive presentation and product demos within Spatial. Remote teams. Spatial facilitates effective collaborations and communications for geographically remote teams from all over the world can collaborate utilizing Spatial. And not only that, Spatial offers a glimpse into the future of how professionals might work together in the future. And the 3D technology becomes more accessible because it's widely adopted tool because you can join from your cell phone, from your laptop, from your iPad, and your VR headsets. And companies that are already utilizing Spatial is McDonald's, BMW, Vogue, Tommy Hilfiger, GameStop, Walmart, Utah Jazz, Jack Daniels, LE Magazine, Hugo Boss, and Javinci. So this is even more the reason why the Hello Plaza has chose to utilize Spatial because you just heard it is meant for businesses to present and collaborate from all over the world, especially with the facts that we've showcased about the metaverse. So this, my friends, is the conclusion of our world tour of the metaverses. So we hope that you come and join us in the Hello Plaza in Spatial and learn more. Until next time, toodles.
And we're back. And Mr. Jones on mute is, I love it. Well, you know what? What do you think about that tour, Mr. Jones, since you did half of it, all of it?
Well, I look, we are a team, right? I did all the you know the
You did the rough shots.
Yeah, and then you make it all beautiful because if I had to do it, it wouldn't came out that clean. But you know, one of the things while watching it again is that the evolution, you know, and something that you shared earlier that we really have did people a disservice when we did talk about metaverse because we've been in these worlds but never to the extent like I did over the past 2 weeks, where I fully was able to integrate myself and look at it and then really understand, you know, Fortnite is nothing but games. You know, Sandbox, you know, is just blocky and just, oh, like no way. And then the access of it as well. 93% of people are looking at, you know, their phone and not utilizing their laptop. For myself, starting our business for the first 3-4 years, real talk, I didn't use the laptop. Tara used the laptop. I had 4 phones and I was rocking and rolling doing our business that way. And so now knowing what I know now, and especially when I went to go do the spatial that our Hello Plaza is in, it talked about nothing about how it was meant for businesses to showcase and engineers and furniture companies and, you know, musicians and all these companies, you know, that can be able to showcase their brand in a completely different way. And, you know, as we go on a tour, you know, of the Hello Plaza, this is where we share with people your website is about to be obsolete. This is your new website where people are going to be able to come in here and read, you know, and experience something in a completely different way. And not only that, people ain't reading. And so, you know, you've created a completely different experience where even in our, you know, Hello Plaza, this allows people to take this same sign and it takes you straight to an actual, you know, 2D website that in this case, it goes to Miss Kathy's Biz in a Box. We have Miss Roberta Pacino, Al Pacino's sister, that's an amazing artist with Al Pacino Artworks, and she's going to be doing her podcast in Metaverse, to where she's not going to be telling people, girl, go download this Spotify and come watch me, come listen to me on my podcast, knowing damn well they're not going to go download that Spotify. They're not going to, pay attention to it. And now saying, hey, my podcast is in the Metaverse. Not only can you come watch it live with me in the Metaverse, but you also can be able to come and watch the replay without me being there in a completely different way. Just like you went to go and listen to it on Spotify, it allows this completely different experience for people to be able to showcase. And, I tell people there's 10 reasons, why people should be implementing, this into their business. First of all, this is a mall. And I don't know about you, but when I went to the mall, I generally didn't come out with one thing. I generally ate lunch. I generally got a CD. I generally got some clothes, a whole bunch of stuff that, I didn't intend to get. And this is where we get to bring back that community-like way of being, is that now when Miss Al Pacino sends somebody to come to her gallery, they're also going to get curious and go see Set Yourself Free. They're also going to get, curious and go see, Chef Andy and get his amazing pasta sauces and be able to go and learn all about him. They're then going to be able to go to, Miss Merlin's, Mac Leadership Solutions and be able to learn all about what she's doing, from her membership to her book, right? To her actual DISC program, to all these things that she's doing, to where now they're not looking at her website. They're actually being able to walk around. And if they did want to go to her website and learn more, this is where people click on this button where it says discover more, and boom, it asks them, right, if you want to be able to go to that website, which is her biz in a box. Okay. And so this right here allows people to showcase their business in a completely different way. So 10 reasons, wider audience, enhance customer experience, reduce overhead. Could you imagine having a storefront this size? No. Collect valuable data, increase your sales and conversion by 200%, stay ahead of the curve, expand your sales channels. Not only now is she selling her actual real product, she now can sell digital products as well, to where if she wants to sell a shirt with Maryland, Mac Leadership, now people can come in Metaverse and put on her shirt. Nike made $121 million. So don't sit there and put your nose up, be like, ain't nobody gonna buy that. That's what those kids want nowadays. They don't want no bike. They don't want no physical products. They want that credit card so they can go into this 3D immersive world and buy digital products, right? Enhance your brand presence. You better believe that Miss Merlin is going to be able to get a different eye candy, right? Or first impression when she says my business is in the Metaverse, and somebody hands over a crusty, dusty business card while she's out showcasing her leadership. This in itself gives people completely different. What'd you say, love?
The Metaverse is eye candy.
Yeah, straight up. And number 9 is accessibility for all storefronts I talked about, and then it's open 24/7. People literally do not have to talk to you. And this is the old Mervin's commercial, where now you get to showcase your business however way you want to. Just like with Miss Set Yourself Free, she's able to have her empowered group, right? She's able to give away free resources that people can download, her coaching, her podcast. And so this takes it to a completely different level than you can possibly imagine, especially when we talk about books, book launches. We just did Crystal Bay's book launch. Instead of you having your book launch at Starbucks and people ducking and dodging traffic to get to Starbucks, people being loud in Starbucks, you never know who's going to come in Starbucks. You're fighting for seats and things of that sort, and no telling if they charge you. Hopefully you're not just popping up and telling Starbucks, hey, I'm going to have a whole bunch of people here. Or take Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, you're going to pay anywhere from $500 to $5,000 off the top, depending on what location. You're going to give away 30% of your book sales as well. You're also going to have to pay for the staff that is there during those hours. So this right here, we allow people, and we have events that people can host their entire book launch, and it goes globally and not just at the local Starbucks. Especially now, we're all expanding our brand and our business across the state, across the pond. Why would you have just one location and cut your nose off to the 20, 30 people compared to the thousands of people that you can have access to and give them a better experience? Because most of the time they show up to Starbucks, they're going to order Starbucks. They're probably coming to see another friend that's there as well. They're chit chatting while you're up trying to read your book or showcase your book. You're carrying the books, trying to sell the books, and give me my Cash App, my PayPal, all this other craziness. For what? When now we have technology at our fingertips. What you got, love?
Well, I just think that, you said a mouthful at the end of the day, and it's really understanding, again, that long-term vision and understanding that to reduce your technical debt and get started, this right here is an experience. This is different. There's not a lot of people out there, a lot of businesses out there. Why not put your name in the bucket with Nike and Gucci and, DHL and Hilton, and the list goes on. Why not put your name in the bucket and be one of those people, those businesses that have your brand in here doing business, not just you in here hanging out, playing games, and, not being focused on how the you can transport your business into a 3D experience. And, really at the end of the day, just give something different. And that's the biggest thing. And so, look, I want to say this before we wrap this up. First thing is, technical debt will always get you if you're not evolving. It's the same thing as the grass will grow underneath your feet. It'll grow up around you. If you stay stagnant, you're going to start growing moss. That's the point. The other side of that is sooner or later, the metaverse will be where we do everything. And that's going to be way sooner than you expect. Like, a lot of people think, oh, I got another 20 years. No, you don't. We had a conversation yesterday about blockchain, fintech, cryptocurrency, that whole kind of realm. And Chef Andy asked, kind of what's the timeline for us to kind of start seeing this? And I broke down a timeline to him that is in the next 3 to 4 years. And it's probably going to be faster than that, to be 100 with you, because things that we thought were going to not be approved in that portion of Web3 are now getting approval and legal clarity and regulation clarity through the US government. That means mass adoption. That's what that means. So don't be the person that had the opportunity to buy one of the first cars and then you waited and then everybody else had a car and you're like, oh, well, I guess I'm not cool anymore because everybody else has one and it's really expensive to get one now. The point being is, we think we have time. You think you have time. You don't. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You're not guaranteed the next 30 minutes. To be 100, you're not guaranteed the next minute. None of us are guaranteed anything, and it's going to be here sooner than later. And then you're going to be trying to play catch up instead of trying to get being proactive in your business. So really, at the end of the day, it comes down to, I don't know how to get in there. I don't know how to do things. I don't know what to do. Guess what? We have a 30-minute discovery call that if you visit thehellollc.io, you can push that book a discovery call and you'll get on the phone with David or I, mainly David, and you're going to have a phone conversation and he's going to take you in here and he's going to show you and he's going to explain and he's going to actually take your business as a case study and show you what you can do. If you're not good at your imagination, because we've all been disconnected from it, Mr. Jones will reconnect you into your imagination about what we can do. So as we get ready to wrap this amazing conversation up, Mr. Jones, any famous last words?
Press the button, man.
Yeah.
I mean, really. I mean, we got to get out of our old ways. And I share with people all the time. Growing up, we were helping our parents learn about fax to email, learn about email, learn about technology, learn about just texting. And we remember how difficult it was. Like, this is so easy. Why won't you do it? And yet now a lot of people are those parents, are those same people. Well, I'm not good with technology. You're selling yourself on what you're not good at, and it's pressing four buttons. If these 3-year-olds can learn how to utilize this iPad and this technology and all these other things out the womb, what's your excuse? Especially when we say, well, respect your elders, or I've been around this world longer than you, you don't know nothing. But yet you can't simply press four buttons and experience something different. And then this is the even harder point that most people won't get. Their asses are about to be the new blockbuster because they're unwilling to pivot, because they're unwilling to learn new things. People that had businesses back in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s are not going to be able to survive today. And they're not. A lot of them haven't made it because they didn't make that transition, because they thought their pride and their ego was more important than facts and stats. And this is where I continue to remind you guys all to really be able to delinquish all of that old mentality. What your mama, your daddy, your broke brother-in-law that was voting on American Idol from last year, and they're telling you about Metaverse, not knowing that The Voice and American Idol is in Metaverse already. You literally saw a picture of it beforehand. You know, Guitar Hero that we all love is in Metaverse. And even more so when we talk about these games, this is where we share with you. You got a hustle or you got a business. People with hustles care about games. People with businesses are looking to scale their business, build their business, and be preventative with their business. And you got to have a real conversation with yourself. Where are you at on that totem pole? And once again, it's not quitting. It's not failing, right? It's will over skill. And a lot of the times the fear, the failure, and all that stuff, comes into play. And we talk about that and motivation. Forget all of that. Your ass got will, then you can be able to do this, because skill does not matter in any shape, form, or fashion, because we've gotten to the point to where if you can think it, you can create it, especially with this AI technology, where we just shared on our How To Tuesdays, to where we had a full-fledged conversation with ChatGPT 4.0. And if you're the worst typer in the world, but you got a gift of gab and talking, I got a new tool for you, right? And so this is where we encourage you guys to press the button. And so I hope that somebody that's watching this now, watching this later, will just go to the hellollc.io, and there's this big old button. I mean, it is big. And it says Hello Plaza. It says Hello Live Events. It says Hello Storefront. Click any one of those, and it's going to take you to your app store to go download another app called Spatial. You download that app. You come on back to the hellollc.io and click on that big ass button again. And then it's going to drop you into Spatial, and you don't have to put in your email or nothing. It literally gives you an avatar, creates it for you, and it drops you into the space. And if you're on your laptop, you use WS to go forward, backwards, A and D to go right and left, and you're in the party. On your cell phone, there's a big circle at the bottom left-hand corner that you use like a joystick, like you used on Nintendo, like you used on Sega, like you used on Xbox. I can go back 40 years on you, and it's amazing how people say, oh, this is hard. Read the directions that they give you when you first get in there. We make things harder than they need to be. And we sell ourselves short and self-sabotage ourselves to move forward before we even press the button. So that's what I got.
Press the button. You heard the man. So we thank you all for being here today. We thank you for jumping in. You guys, at the end of the day, if you would love to watch this tour again, it will be up in our Metaverse, in our Hello Plaza. So just go to thehellollc.io. It will be playing up there. You go check it out. Watch it, rerun it, go check it out yourself and push some buttons. As David said, again, you don't have the nuclear codes, so you're not going to blow anybody up. And so with that, we appreciate you being here. Come see us next week on on Tuesday for our How To Tuesdays, on Wednesday for our Wisdom Wednesday, and Thursday for our Hello Pivot Live. And so we love you. We appreciate you being here. We want you to push the button, take action, get curious, and make the pivot. And until next time, love,
kindness,
integrity,
and most importantly, commitment.
Yeah, but consistency as well. And until next time.
And until next time,
toodles.
Toodles.
See y'all later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.